basically for this recipe, you will be using 1/4 teaspoon of each seasoning. The recipe does call for nutritional yeast, but I did run out, so I'm using cheese shreds instead. And you will also need 2 tablespoons of non-dairy milk of your choice. For this, I'm just using Oatly low-fat milk, but really it's up to you what you would like to use. And for the tofu, I'm using extra firm tofu. You can also use firm tofu, just make sure it's not silken tofu or else it will crumble and it won't work for this recipe. As you can see, I've already put the tofu in the pan. You just want to crumble it up with your hands, make sure your hands are washed, or mash it with a bean masher or with a fork. So my pan already had 1 teaspoon of olive oil in the pan, but you can use any cooking oil you would like. Also, you can see that I already had my dry ingredients measured out, so I just dumped that in. Now I'm just mixing it up with the tofu, make sure it's well incorporated. As you can see, the turmeric is what's giving it its yellow color, kind of like the illusion of scrambled eggs. It also gives it a nice bold flavor. So you just want to mix that in, make sure you're not burning the tofu, just keep an eye on it, make sure it's not sticking to the pan or getting like a weird kind of sticky texture. Next, I'm adding my 2 tablespoons of non-dairy milk. Make sure for your non-dairy milk that you're not using flavored or sweetened milk. Make sure it's not either one of those things. But really, you can use any non-dairy milk that you would like. Again, I'm just mixing that in with the tofu. I will know it's mixed incorrectly when I don't see any leftover milk at the bottom of the pan. And this just gives it a soft texture. So yeah, you just want to mix that in together for maybe about 2 minutes. You can also add any vegetables that you would like, maybe like potatoes or tomatoes. It's really what you want to do. Since I don't have the nutritional yeast, I will be using non-dairy cheese. I'm just adding a pinch of it just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. That's kind of what the nutritional yeast is used for. It gives it kind of a cheesy, just like a cheesy kind of creamy flavor to it. Because I don't have any of that, I'm using this. You can get this type of cheese at King Soopers, Sprouts, Whole Foods, or really any grocery store that, sells vegan cheese. Luckily, in recent years, vegan food has become more accessible, so it shouldn't be a problem finding this. So I'm just making sure the cheese is a little bit melted. I'm not really burning it or anything like that, obviously. I'm just waiting for it to melt a little bit. So I'm just eyeballing it to see if it's ready, and it should be ready shortly. Just making sure it's melted into the tofu. And yeah, your tofu is pretty much ready. As you can see, I have plated my tofu. If you are adding toppings like I did, like cilantro and ground pepper, obviously you want to do that last. I'm just eating this with a blueberry bagel with Miyoko's vegan cream cheese. This is the plain kind. I also added a strip of vegan bacon that I had left over. It's from the brand Sweet Earth, as you will see in just a moment. I have found this bacon at King Soopers, Sprouts, Whole Foods, but I'm pretty sure you can find it at any grocery store at this point. It's worth checking out. It has a nice smoky flavor to it, and it's pretty protein rich, and it has a good flavor and texture. So check it out. But you can make this tofu with whatever you would like. You can also use it as a filling for tacos and burritos if you wish. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and this was my first video for the Altura Boys and Girls Club page. So I understand if it was a little bit sloppy. I promise I will improve as much as I can. But yeah, I promise it will get better from here on out. I am vegan, so the recipes I have coming for the future will be plant-based. If you want to see anything specific, please let me know. I am Mexican, so I do have some Mexican dishes coming, some traditional dishes that are veganized. But if you would like to see anything specific, let me know, and I would love to do that. Stay safe, hope you're healthy, and we miss you guys so much, and we hope to see you soon. Take care.